The question is, what will an investor do to my house after buying it? We're going to dig into the 3 or 4 main things an investor may do to your home after buying it. My name's Phil with SoldSimpleSeattle.com, and I'm here to answer the burning question, what does an investor do with my home? There are 3 main things an investor may do after buying your home, and I have 1 bonus item as well. Number 1, they may wholesale the contract to another investor. How does this look? Well, if an investor makes an offer on your home and it says and/or assigns in the buyer line of that contract, so if I was making an offer, it might say Phil Greeley and/or assigns is the buyer of your home. It's possible that that investor may wholesale the contract prior to closing on it. And in fact, another investor that you're not aware of may end up closing on that contract. Sometimes this happens if the initial investor needs a partner into the deal and we need to put it in that person's name. Sometimes it's just that they're going to make a little bit of a finder's fee by selling the rights to buy this property to someone else. So that investor may not actually do anything other than sell the contract to someone else. So if an investor is buying your home and wholesaling it to someone else, that is totally okay. They're going to make a little bit of money by selling that contract to someone else. You're going to end up with the same amount of money that you agreed to with that initial investor, and that's the way wholesaling works. I find the key to wholesaling is simply transparency. I always let my sellers know if I'm going to be the end buyer or if someone else will be, if I need to bring a partner in. That seller knows everything, and I try to be as transparent as possible. The more information I share as an investor, the more at ease you can be as a seller, and that's how we work here at Sold Simple Seattle. The second thing that an investor may do is buy the home, close on it themselves, and then repair the home. Maybe they update the home, maybe they totally remodel the home, and then they sell that home once again. We call this fixing and flipping, or just flipping a house. Lastly, the third thing that an investor may do when they buy your home is hold it and keep it for the long term, put a tenant in there, and make money from monthly rent and from the long-term appreciation of holding that property. It's possible that that buy and hold investor is going to fix up the home prior to putting a tenant inside, but either way, their goal is to hold that property as long as possible, have the tenant pay down their mortgage, and then make money through appreciation over the long run. Now, I said I had 1 bonus, so there's 1 more thing that an investor may do after closing on your property. Now, depending on the zoning for your property, you may have a home that sits on a lot with a particular zoning that allows an investor to build something bigger and more expensive and more valuable. So for some investors that we may put in the developer category, they're looking for properties where they could tear down a small structure, say a single family home, and build something larger, maybe like multiple townhomes or a small apartment building, something along those lines. They may choose to keep that property, they may choose to sell it, but ultimately they're trying to make money by increasing the value of that lot and that property by building something bigger and more expensive. That's what we would call a developer, and they make money by bringing that property up to its highest and best use, which usually is a bigger structure. I hope you found this helpful. Now, if you find it makes a difference for you to know what the investor is going to do to your property after they close on it, all you have to do is ask. Thanks so much for watching. We will catch you on the next video.